I've got some information about some of the hottest books on the secondary market. Plus, if you stick around to the end, I show you what I grabbed for New Comic Book Day. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Keep It Comics. As always, I am the host, C3. I have an excellent show planned for us today. I'm going to dive right in. That secondary market was on fire today. We've got some books that are moving. We got some spec books that are trending upward, and I definitely want to make sure you guys get that information. We've got a lot of beautiful books that came out for today on New Comic Book Day also. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you what those are. All right? So you guys know the drill. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell. So every time I do a video, you guys will get that notification. All right? So I've got a list of 10 comic books that are going bananas on the secondary market. You're going to want to have this information if you're out there on the hunt. All right? And for those of you who are just looking for books to add to your collection, you never know. These might be great books that you might want to put in your PC. All right? So let's dive right on in. And the first book we have, coming at number 10, this book was published by Image Comics, and the title of this book is Spawn, issue number 6. Right? The key factor to this book is that it is the direct edition. It was released on November 10th, 1992. The last recorded sale for a raw copy of this book was on February 12th, 2022, when it went for a nice, even $3.10. Not bad at all. Very low buy-in, very low price point. It is trending down right now. And like I always say, strike while the iron is cold. This is a perfect buy-in opportunity. And if you go into your LCSs, you know that a lot of them have their Spawn books priced considerably high right now. So if you can grab some of these early copies at a low buy-in, hey man, I say it's a win. It's a win, right? So this book is currently trending down. It's down 5.70%. The average sale for a graded copy and a 9.8 of this book is $110. I think that's beautiful. That's excellent, right? The average sale for a raw copy of this book is a very simple $2.54. There has been 51 graded copies that have sold in this book. There's 378 raw copies that have sold in this book, which gives us a total of 429 copies of this book that have sold thus far. The highest known sell for a CGC 9.8 in this book was back in January 21st, 2022, where it sold for a nice $109.99. And fair market value has this book resting at $110 in a 9.8 for the MCG, which is the most common grade. And that's not bad at all. All right? So that's number 10. Spawn, issue number 6. Coming in at number 9. This book was published by Marvel. Star Wars, Crimson Reign, issue number 2. That Lionel Francis Yu cover. Just a regular cover. It was released on February 2nd, 2022. Last recorded sale for a raw copy of this book was on February 14th, 2022. Well, the price was $3.99. This book is currently trending upward right now at 2.64%, and it continues to show significant gains. So I'm going to continue to watch this book. For some reason, I anticipate this book is going to do very well. So I'm going to continue to watch these numbers grow, and I'll report to you. All right? The average sell for a raw copy in this book is $3.99. There has been 55 raw copies of this book that have changed hands so far. The highest known sell for a raw copy of this book was $5.70, and that was back on January 31st, 2022. Can't go wrong. And I've actually been reading Star Wars Crimson Reign. It is off to a great start. This is just issue number 2. I read issue number 1. I enjoyed it. And There are a few first appearances in there, but then there's also, they brought back a lot of old folk, a lot of old characters that we haven't seen in a while, and they're putting together a really great story. So Star Wars and the creators of this particular series, they're doing a great job at filling in time gaps during that Star Wars series. So this is definitely a book you might want to add to your PC. All right. Coming in at number 8, this book was published by Marvel. The title is Marvel Spotlight, issue number 29. At Bronze Age goodness, baby. Bronze Age goodness. It was released on August 1st, 1976. The last recorded sale in a raw copy of this book was on February 15th, 2022, where the book sold for $38.95. This book is also currently trending upward right now at 31.30%. The average sale for a graded copy of a 9.6 is $243, ladies and gentlemen. The average sale for a raw copy of this book is $37.38. There's been 61 graded copies that have sold so far, and there's 427 copies that have sold, which gives us a total of 488 copies of this book that have changed hands, right? The highest known sale for a CGC 9.8 of this book is $390, and that was back in February 9th, 2022. So this book is starting to see some gains also, right? We've got a 31.30% increase in copies sold. This book is starting to catch legs, right? So you might want to keep your eye on this. Marvel Spotlight, issue number 29. Fair market value has this book resting at $243 for a CGC 9.8, which is the MCG of this book, most common grade, for those of you who don't know, MCG. All right? Moving right along. We're at number 7. Good stuff. This book is published by Marvel. This is also a Star Wars title. Star Wars, The High Republic, issue number 7. And it is, I'm talking about the Phil Noto regular cover, right? And this is a book that was mentioned on Jim's Comics. Shout out to Jim's Comics, right? Because when he mentioned it, it made me pull it up and start tracking it ever since he mentioned it. So I wanted to see, after he mentioned it, what was the numbers going to do on the secondary market. So this is what we've got so far, all right? It was released on July 28th, 2021. The last recorded sale in a raw copy of this book was on February 15th, 2022, where it sold for $11.99, right? This book is currently trending up at 32.24%. The average sale for a graded copy in a 9.8 of this book is $80. The average sale for a raw copy of this book is $6.66. Beware those sixes. That's the, got to beware of that. Got to be careful. All right, so there has been one copy sold, one graded copy of this book has sold. There has been 168 copies of the raw version of this book that has been sold, which gives us a total of 169 copies. That's moving fairly quick, right? So this one's definitely doing something. The highest known sale for CGC 9.8 in this book is $80. And that was back in February 11, 2022, where the fair market value has this book resting at $80 and a 9.8, the most common grade, right? So keep your eye out for Star Wars, The High Republic, issue number 7. Moving right along, we are at number 6. Published by Marvel. The title of this book is Daredevil, Man Without Fear. This is the direct edition. It was released on May 1st, 1982. Last recorded sale for a raw copy is February 15th, 2022. And it went for $23.65, which I don't think is bad at all. And I actually enjoyed Daredevil, especially this Chip Zdarsky run that we just got done with. Like, I really enjoyed that. And shout out to Rod from Just the Rican and his comics. Just the Rican and his comics, because he was the one who got me started back reading Daredevil. And I really enjoyed that last Chip Zdarsky run that we have. And I've been keeping up with it ever since. All right? So I'm not mad at it. So these prices look real good. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This book is currently trending up at 82.31%. The average sale for a graded copy in the CGC 9.8 is a nice $200. Nice, easy, $200. Average sale for a raw copy, $15.38. There's been 74 graded copies that have sold in this book thus far, and 486 raw copies that have sold, giving us a pretty decent amount that has been sold so far, which is about 560 copies, right? The highest known sale of this book in the CGC 9.8 is $199.99. And that was back in June 19th, 2021. Fair market value does have this book resting at that $200 price point in the CGC 9.8, which is the most common grade of this book. So for those of you who are interested in this book, just take a peek, see what you see. Whenever you pull it up or wherever you think, your LCS may have one behind the counter, but just look at it, check it out. Look for spine ticks, look for pigtails on it, and maybe you can negotiate a price. Maybe, you can probably get it to come down a little bit. You could probably meet in the middle somewhere. Strong possibility you could wind up landing this book for like $150, $125, if depending on how your negotiation skills are. All right? I love to negotiate. I love that dance, man. To me, that's a beautiful dance. It's a dance of the minds. All right. Okay. The next book. We are halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. We are at number 5. So before I move along, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to stop, as I always do. And I just want to thank everybody for stopping by, checking out the channel. I really appreciate all your support. If this is your first time stopping by, checking out the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and like and share, because that really helps the channel out a lot. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you some of the comics that I picked up for New Comic Book Day. All right? I really appreciate each and every one of you. I've had a lot of fun this past week just reading through all your comments in the comment sections. I really appreciate each and every one of you, man, and I'm having a great time, and thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. All right? So let's get back at it. Coming in at number 5, this book is published by Marvel, and I'm happy that this book is on the list because I've been wondering when this book was going to get some love, and I'm talking about The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 18. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. The first appearance of Ned Leeds. Right. Spidey's homie. Right? So I'm wondering, like, yo, what's up? But finally, it's getting some airtime. Right? First appearance of Ned Leeds. It was released on November 1st, 1964. The last recorded sale in a raw copy of this book, excuse me, was on February 15th, 2022, when that book sold for $392.67. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations to the person who was able to get their hands on this book. This book is currently trending up right now at 91%. 91% increase in copies sold right now. And the average sale for a graded 7.0 CGC is going for $900 for a 7.0. The average sale for a raw copy of this book is $388. There has been 226 graded copies sold so far and 394 raw copies sold. Total copies sold in this book so far, 620 copies. Ned Leeds, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the map. He is definitely on the map. He's a wanted man. Ned Leeds is a wanted man, yo. That's good. Right? So the highest known sale for a CGC 9.8 in this book $16,750. Comic book community. That's a beautiful number. $16,750 for a CGC 9.8. And that sold back on August 25th, 2020, right? And the fair market value does have this book resting at $900 for that 7.0 most common grade, MCG, most common grade. And hey, I'm not mad at it. You know, it's about time this book gets its just due, right? All right, we're going to slide down to number 4. Spidey's getting a little love. Spidey's getting some love. I'm with that. I'm around for that. This book also was published by Marvel. The title of this book is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 71. The key factor to this book, Quicksilver appearance. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Quicksilver. The release date for this book was April 1st, 1969. The last recorded sale for a raw copy of this book was back on February 15th, 2022, where it sold for $960. Yes, $960. This book is currently trending upward at 124.20%. The average sale for a raw copy of this book in a CGC 9.0 is $146. But watch this. The average sale for a mid-grade to high grade copy in a raw is $413. Yes, my friends, yes. The average sale for a mid-grade to high copy of this in the raw is $413. There has been 90 graded copies sold so far. There has been 535 raw copies sold this far. So that gives us a total of 625 copies of this book that have changed hands. Yeah, the community has spoken. You guys set the price. You guys moved the books. Yeah. The highest known sale for CGC 9.8 in this book, $4,667. And that was back on August 27th, 2029. Fair market value has this book resting at $146. But that's in a raw copy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not mad. I may consider this book myself, right? Because I like those numbers. I like my odds. I like those numbers. And if I go on the secondary market, if I go on eBay, or even put some feelers out there, I may be able to get my hands on a copy of this for a little bit under what asking price is. Yeah. It's worth a shot. They can only say no, right? And at that time, I would just graciously thank them and keep it moving. It's all good, baby. It's all good. All right. We're down to our last 3 books, okay? This book is published by Marvel. The title of this book is Superior Iron Man, issue number 1. But I'm talking about the Wizard World Reno exclusive. It was released on November 12, 2014. Last recorded sale in a graded copy of this, in a raw copy of this book was back on February 15, 2022, where it sold for $61. This book is currently trending up at 136.57%. The average sale for a raw copy of this book is $56.30. There has been 6 copies of this book that have sold so far. 6 copies, ladies and gentlemen, since all that news sparked, right? So people are going to their LCSs or people are going on the secondary market and That's what we're reporting about the secondary market. So people are going to the secondary market. They're pulling this book up. They're seeing this variant, and they're purchasing it. So there has been 6 that have sold so far, and I'm almost certain that more are going to sell before this week is out. Right? The highest known sell for a raw copy of this variant has, and that was back in February 13th, 2022, right? Which was only a few days ago, was $99.99. So just think about when they dropped the trailer, when they dropped all that good information, and somebody immediately threw this book up on eBay and somebody grabbed it, right? I ain't mad at it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because that's the listen, that's what collecting is all about. Somebody may have a book, somebody may want a book, right? Supply, demand. Set your price. Make it happen. It's all good, man. Like it's all good. Coming in at number 2. This book is published by Marvel. And I told you, I'm excited because Spider-Man is getting mad love, man. This is a title that this title could do no wrong for me. The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 253. And this is the first appearance of Richard Fisk as the Rose. It was released on June 1st, 1984. Last recorded sale for this book in a raw copy was back on February 15, 2022, where it sold for $16. Right? I like that. I like that buy-in. I like that price point for buy-in. This book is currently trending up right now at 137.50%. I love it. I love it. And if you continue to watch this book, you can see that this book is going to do larger numbers too before the week is out. Average sale for a graded copy in this book of 9.8 went for $176. The average sale for a raw copy of this book goes for $15.50. Not bad at all. There has been 565 graded copies of this book that have sold, and there has been 72 raw copies of this book that have been sold, which gives us a total of 637 copies of this book that have changed hands over the past few days. The highest known sale for CGC 9.8 of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 53 is $218.88. I like that. And that was back on February 27th, 2021, for those of you who are interested. Fair market value does have this book resting at $176 for the CGC 9.8 for the MCG. Right? That is not bad at all. And we finally made it, ladies and gentlemen, to our number 1 trending book, right? Listen, we spoke about this book the same day they released all that information. When they released Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I sent you guys a list, and this book was on that list the last time. It wasn't trending up or down. And I think you were still able to get it for like $2 and some change. This book was published by Marvel. This is the Superior Iron Man issue number 1. The key factor to this book is that it's fire. It's on fire right now. That's the key factor. This book is on fire. It was released on November 12th, 2022. Ever since we dropped that information about the Multiverse of Madness, the last recorded sale for this book in a raw copy, that was back on February 15th, 2022, which I'm going to say yesterday. That was yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. This book sold for $49.99, right? This book is currently trending upward at 565.59%. Can you believe it? Yo! Talk about this book. Yo, this book grew wings. Literally, this book is gone. It's off to the races. The average sale for a graded copy of this book in 9.8 is $35.79. Excuse my excitement. I'm excited for the book. I'm excited just because a few days ago we reported that this book was going for like $2 and some change. Now all of a sudden this is a $50 book. It's a $50 book. I'm excited about that, right? I'm excited if you're excited. I'm excited because you're excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm excited, man. Listen, the average sale for a graded book of a 9.8 in this a graded copy of this book was $35.72. Meanwhile, that raw copy, the average sale for a raw copy of this book is not, listen, $48.69. Graded? Raw? We're spending more for raw books now? Okay. Look, there has been 3 graded copies that have sold. There have been 268 raw copies that have sold, for a grand total of 271 copies of this book that have changed hands over the past few days. The highest known sale for a raw copy of this book was $219, and that was back in April 17th, 2019. So back in April of 2019, this book went for $219. Now we can get this book for about $50. I like it. I like it. And it's showing promise right now. And yes, for those of you who didn't know, the Superior Iron Man, Tom Cruise was slated to play Superior Iron Man, but they procrastinated so much that he wound up taking other flicks, right? But listen, they got him back. And they're going to do it. If they do it, man, it's going to be huge. I love Tom Cruise's work. He's always been a great actor in my eyes. All right? So listen, those are your books. You have your assignment. Go out there, have fun, be careful. Pick your books wisely. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't jump out the window without a parachute. All right? It's all fun. Don't hurt nothing. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by, checking out the channel, all right? So those of you who got to go, I'll see you later. But wait, before I go, I'm going to show you some of the comic books that I picked up on New Comic Book Day, all right? So let's do it. Let me just take a swig real quick. Get a little parched. I think I talk too much. Maybe I should just hush. Man, I needed that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll show you what I picked up. Nice little haul this week. I had a great time out there for New Comic Book Day. And by the time I get done chopping this footage up and getting it out to you guys, it'll probably be the next day. So please, don't be mad at me, all right? Don't be mad. All right, here we go. The first book I want to show you is Iron Man. And I think this is the first appearance, and the cover is by Alex Ross. And it's Behold, the Birth of Cosmic Iron Man. So we got that. I grabbed another copy. I just love the cover, man. It's just such a beautiful cover. I really wasn't reading it, but I love the cover. So I grabbed it. I grabbed a few issues of Star Wars High Republic. I grabbed issue number 12 as I continue to build my runs. Excuse me. I went back. My LCS gave me the first one of Eye of the Storm. Told me I needed that one. All right. I grabbed Defenders issue number 1, that Peach Momoko cover. Beautiful Peach Momoko cover. I think, yeah, this was on one of our trending 10s, right? So yeah, you know, like I said, hey, I take this information. This is information. Hold on. This is information that I'm gathering from myself, right? So I gather this information because I'm looking for books, and all I do is write the stuff down and I just share it with you guys. I share it with you. You know, I think the comic book community would want to know this stuff. So I just share it. Right? I grabbed Deadpool issue number 1, Deadpool the Duck. Here's a pop quiz. What is this? What is this equation right here? And they call it Deadpool the Duck. But in my world, that's dead duck. Dead duck. Dead duck. I grabbed issue number 14. I grabbed another Darth Vader issue number 20. That Sprouse variant, 50th anniversary. Grabbed another one. Hey, seeing as how the price was down, of course, I had to grab one. I grabbed Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, and this is the first appearance of Spot. So I grabbed this because, you know, as I continue to build my Miles Morales collection, he's going to need some villains. So I'm specking that Spot is going to be one of his bad guys, maybe one of his Sinister Six. Right? So I grabbed the first appearance of Spot, and then I grabbed issue number 99, right? Because this was 98. Issue number 99, which is Spot's first cover appearance. And you know I'm digging that yellow cover. For sure. I grabbed the Mania. Oh, okay. So those are all the back issues that I grabbed. This is starting my new comic book day haul. So this is all these are all the new comics that just came out. And we're going to start off with Maniac of New York, The Bronx is Burning, issue number 3. Been enjoying that story. I can't wait to read Until My Knuckles Bleed. Be checking that out. A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. This is Rick Remender. I'm actually going to read this as soon as I am done making this video. This is the book that I'm going to be reading. I've been enjoying this book. This book has been quite the read. So I'm very interested to see where we are with this book. Been enjoying this book. If you haven't been reading A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, check it out. Real good. I like it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this right here. That's the first book I'm going to reach for when I'm done. The second book I'm going to reach for when I'm done is my guy, Canto 3, Lionhearted. And this is issue number 6. The Hero. The Hero. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I have Animal Castle. This is issue number 3. Beautiful yellow cover. Happy to get my hands on that. The Bull and the Cat. Or is that a yeah, what is it? A yak? I don't know. All right. Saturday Morning Adventures, IDW, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue number 1. And there weren't a lot of these out there, so this book also may do well, you know, on the secondary market. And not for nothing, I like reading G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe is nostalgic for me, so definitely worth having in the collection. Always. Always. This is a book that I was happy to get because I've been waiting for a cover like this. And this is Batman's Detective Comics issue number 1053, Shadow of the Bats. But I've been waiting for a Penguin cover like this, man. Look at this baby, yo. Let's see. Can we get that glare up out of there? That Penguin cover, huh? There we go. I've been waiting for a Penguin cover. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I'm a big Penguin fan. I love the Penguin. Love the Joker, But I love the Penguin too. And the Penguin, we need to use him more. Like, if they keep making all these movies based on Batman and the Joker, they need to do a good Batman and Penguin movie. That would be dope. All right, next book I want to show you. This is a Black History Month cover, and this is Flash, issue number 779. And man, this is a beauty. That is such a beautiful cover. Very nice. Very nice. Happy I got my hands on that. Animal Castle issue number 3. This is that white sketch variant. Very nice. This is Hulk issue number 4. This is the ex-Gwen variant, with Gwen dressed up as Rogue. And keep your eye out for the Hulk also. Hulk is gonna have a first appearance in there that may do somebody some good. So definitely, if you don't have it on your pull list, definitely get on your pull list, because something big's gonna happen in there over the next few issues. Next up, NYX issue number 4, and we've got that beautiful Rose Besh cover. Love her artwork. It's a beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. Next book, coming from Marvel, this is Venom, issue number 5. Yep. Venom, issue number 5. Donny Cates. Next book from Marvel, this is Thor, issue number 22. And just so you guys know, too, I apologize. I didn't put these in any particular order, so they may repeat. This is coming from DC. This is Batman, The Night. Summer in Paris. Cover's fire. I like that. All right. Another Black History Month cover. This is Nubia, the Amazons. Nubia and the Amazons. This is issue number 5. Another Black History Month cover. Beautiful. That is just beautiful. She is gorgeous. Absolutely breathtaking. Next book from Marvel. This also is Thor, issue number 22. This is cover C. All right. I just want to move these because I don't want them to topple over. All right. I don't want them to topple. So I'm just going to move these. Set them right here. That way they'll be safe. I didn't realize I went so hard in the paint today. Man, I need to slow it down. All right, the next book, The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 89. And that is just such a beautiful cover. I love the yellow, the gold, and the browns with the red banging up in the middle. That is such an awesome cover. Definitely. Goblin Queen. She looks vicious. She looks very vicious. The next book, X Lives of Wolverine, issue number 3. I believe this is the 1 in 10. You can leave a comment in the comment section. I could be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. But I believe it is. This is a beautiful cover. I love this cover. It's a fun cover. I like it. That's what it is. It's a fun cover. I like that. Makes me smile. Marvel Voices, Legacy issue number 1. And man, this is beauty right here. Like, this artwork, man, is just so hot, man. Someone put their heart and soul into this. You could really tell. It's a beautiful cover. Happy to have it, man. Happy to have it. I could stare at this all night long, just trying to just gazing into the line work and into the shadows, the shading, and then the colors. Beautiful. And here's another one, Marvel Voices Legacy, issue number 1. And this is just a beautiful Torrin Clark variant. Torrin Clark, the same individual who did the Miles Morales, not Miles Morales, but who did the Black Panther one that everybody's been going crazy over. That's a beauty. Just a beautiful cover. Really is. I told you, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for everything that he does. Just beautiful. Torrin Clark, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have it, get out there and get yourself one. Beautiful. And here's another Thor, issue number 22. Here's another Hulk, issue number 4. I believe this is cover A. Here's another Venom, issue number 5. And my hot book that I was excited to get my hands on, ladies and gentlemen, was this right here. From Second Sight Publishing, These Damn Kids, issue number 1. So look, right? Check it out. So I'm a big horror fan, right? I've been watching horror movies, pretty much all week long anyway. Like, I just been watching mad horror flicks. Like, I done went back and watched all the Conjurings. I done watched all the Exorcism movies. So I just been watching horror flicks like for a minute now. I'm just binging on them. But so I go in the shop and I see this book right here, and I open it up and it immediately goes to this page right here. Once I see this page right here, I'm all in. See the kids sitting there right there, how they look? Can you see those guys sitting there right there like that? Once I saw the page and the dark and the gloominess, I said, yeah, let me get that. I was all in. I was sold, right? I was sold. I had to have it. So this is going to be the 3rd book that I'll be reading tonight. So I'm going to do some speed reading. Check these books out. And those are going to be the first 3. Because they're the ones that have me the most excited. Right? So I grabbed this one. I grabbed the black and white sketch variant. And I also grabbed another set. Because you never know. For spits and giggles. You just never know. And the last book that I grabbed, ladies and gentlemen, was Iron Fist, issue number 1. And I grabbed that X-Squin variant of her dressed like Domino. All right? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the comic books I picked up for New Comic Book Day. I've given you your list. Everybody have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Be careful. Be safe. But most importantly, be kind to each other. All right? You know what I always say? Don't hate, congratulate. Show some love. Because that don't cost you nothing. Appreciate. But no matter what you do, ladies and gentlemen, when you see me, always keep it comics. I'll see you guys next video. Good vibes only.